Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Antoine Princeton, and I am the official liaison between Danger Zone Wrestling's board of directors and you, the fans. First and foremost, I would like to welcome everybody to Road to Breakdown. Now, ladies and gentlemen, on the heels of Revive, there are a lot of questions that need to be answered. But before I get to that, I have a few announcements that are very relevant to the future of Danger Zone Wrestling going forward. First and foremost, as you all know, our next Click Review event coming up is DZW Breakdown. Now, we have no matches confirmed as of yet. Well, folks, that is going to change right now. First and foremost, two men impressed DZW management with very, very dominant victories at Danger Zone Wrestling Revive. So, at Breakdown, we are going to put two of them up against each other. The powerhouse Amir will take on the striking savant, relentless Walter Scott. Now, on to the No Limits Championship. As you all saw, Jake Hyde defeated Dignified Drew Cutler to win the Danger Zone Wrestling No Limits Championship. But where does that leave Drew Cutler? Drew Cutler will not be getting his immediate rematch. Instead, he will be taking on a man who personally requested a match against him. So in a battle between two of the brightest stars in the No Limits division, Dignified Drew Cutler will go one-on-one with Matt Black. Now, on to championships. Despite the savage nature of Shawn Walsh's actions at Revive, he did make quite a solid claim for championship gold. And due to the fact that Kenshin Takayashi would be chomping at the bit to get his hands on him, DZW management has decided that Shawn Walsh will challenge Kenshin Takayashi for the DZW Heritage Championship at Breakdown. Now, folks, I would like to clarify that that is not all. We still have more matches to determine, and we still have more surprises in store for DZW Breakdown. Unfortunately, as the liaison between Danger Zone Wrestling management and the fans, there are some things that even I'm not in the loop on. So I will be watching as a fan and a commentator to see what unfolds at Breakdown. But there's a lot of questions regarding the fates of the DZW Championship. As you all saw, Kobe Vincent suplexed Travis Killings through the ring, leaving him unable to continue the match. Now that's left people wondering, is Kobe Vincent the rightful Danger Zone Wrestling champion?
Mr. Princeton. Just the man that I was looking for. You see, you're out here talking about the future of Danger Zone Wrestling. You're out here talking about what's to come on the road to Breakdown, what's to come at DZW Breakdown. But I am here to address one thing, and that is the present state of Danger Zone Wrestling. Now, you were there. We all heard you behind the table, the shock, the awe, the wonder about what happened in the main event of Revive. And quite frankly, Mr. Princeton, I think you, as well as everybody else here, everybody that was watching at home, everybody knows exactly what happened when the problem, Kobe Vincent, took on the Danger Zone Wrestling champion, Travis Killings, in that match. What you saw was what exactly was promised and delivered upon. The most one-sided championship main event in Danger Zone Wrestling history. That's right. Travis Killings is lucky that he was not carted out of that arena He is lucky that he's even able to walk the halls of these venues that Danger Zone Wrestling graces moving forward. But you see, Mr. Princeton, DZW, you and I, we all have one thing in common following Revive, and that is the fact that we have a problem on our hands. And that problem is Kobe Vincent, the rightful last man standing in the destruction and all of the chaos that transpired in that main event, is not the DZW champion. I hope you see where I'm going with this. So, I'm going to make things very simple for you, Mr. Princeton, because I like you. I think you do a good job, and I don't want any misfortunes to befall on you here as a result of making an unwise career decision. Mr. Princeton, I know that in that pocket over there, you have a company phone. I want you to reach into your pocket, pull out your company phone, get on the phone with whoever is available from DZW's management, and tell them that RPJ demands that Kobe Vincent be named right now the new rightful Danger Zone Wrestling champion, because we all know that they were watching just as well as you were and just as well as I was, and anything less is a travesty. And well, Mr. Princeton, unfortunately for you, if you're not out here to help us reverse this decision and fix this travesty, let me just put it this way. Kobe Vincent isn't going to be my problem. He's going to be your problem. Choice is up to you, Mr. Princeton. Make the right call. Have a good night.
Well, RPJ, first and foremost, I would like to thank you for coming out here because my announcement does concern you. Now, as far as Travis Killings is concerned, you say that he's lucky to be walking the halls of Danger Zone Wrestling venues. I can confirm that Travis Killings is not here tonight due to the injuries that he sustained at Revive at the hands of your client, Kobe Vincent. Travis Killings is resting and recuperating. Now, why is Travis Killings resting and recuperating? Because simply put, Kobe Vincent is not the DZW champion. But in the interest of fairness, Kobe Vincent has made a solid claim for another Danger Zone Wrestling Championship opportunity. So at Breakdown, in the main event, Travis Killings will defend the Danger Zone Wrestling Championship against the problem Kobe Vincent in a last man standing match to ensure that there is a decisive winner. And while I would normally be shaking in my boots at the threat of being manhandled by Kobe Vincent, I would just like to inform you that if Kobe Vincent does come into physical contact with me, that would automatically put his championship match in jeopardy. Now, RPJ, you are a smart man, and you know that I do not make the decisions. That is up to management. That is up to the board of directors. I am merely the liaison. But as a liaison and as a non-active competitor, management has a zero tolerance policy for talent putting their hands on staff. But if it makes you feel better, I do have one more announcement that concerns you and your clients. As per the Danger Zone Wrestling Facebook page, you all know that Danger Zone Wrestling has reached an agreement with the DZWCaw Federation to team up for a super show called DZWCaw Battle Lines. Now, management has done a wonderful job putting these matches together, and the match card will be revealed in the coming weeks. However, the one match I can confirm right now is that at DZWCaw Battle Lines, the problem Kobe Vincent will represent Danger Zone Wrestling as he goes one-on-one with the Punisher, Fisk.
Okay, motherfuckers, I'm multi-time champion Mason Chronic, and I'm here to talk to you about some fucking anime. Are you a fan of Dragon Ball Super? We got that shit. One Piece? You already fucking know. Naruto, Overlord, fuck. We even have an anime about 2 lesbian stepsisters if you're into that shit. Here at Crunchyroll, we offer a wide variety of anime for all you fucking weirdos for free. But you can also subscribe to our premium package for only $6.95 a month. The fuck do you mean this is an ECF commercial? The fuck's an ECF?
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Road to Breakdown. I am your commentator, as always, Antoine Princeton. And now that the speaking in-ring portion of my evening is over, I can get back to doing what I do best, calling the action. Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, he is one half of the Fight Hard Syndicate's Liam North. Fight Hard Syndicate haven't been on the winning side of things. I was like, wait a minute. That's AJ Youngbloods. Oh, come on. AJ Young clearly upset about losing his All-Stars Championship rematch to Brandon Wolfe. But this is not the way to go about things at all. Liam North had absolutely nothing to do with it. And there's a brainbuster on the entrance ramp. And wait a minute. That's Jake Hyde and Brad Carisco. Jay Krack taking out Brad Carisco backstage so he can't even interfere to save his partner. And that's just the antics of Rush Hour as Jay Krack wails on Brad Carisco with the chair. There's another shot. Rush Hour, the All-Stars Tag Team Champions, annihilating the Fight Hard Syndicate for absolutely no reason. Now Jay Krack dragging Brad Carisco. Jumping him face first into that locker. Oh, come on. Oh, there's a super kick. Jay Krack taking out Brad Carisco, which leaves Liam North at the mercy of AJ Young. And now AJ Young gonna take out Liam North's knee. Liam North is absolutely helpless, and AJ Young again targeting the knee. Liam North is 100% helpless against AJ Young. And this match hasn't even started yet, and quite frankly, I don't know if it's going to start. AJ Young positioning Liam North up against the barricade, and this needs to stop. And AJ Young with the running start! Knee to the temple. I can't say I'm surprised by the actions of AJ Young, but it's just disappointing for a performer of his caliber. And now the referee rings a bell, but oh, Liam North's fighting back. AJ Young might have taken a little bit too much time to get into the ring, and now he's feeling the fury of Liam North, who doesn't even know that his partner is incapacitated. Now Liam North going for a roll-up. Will North pull off the upset? And no. And AJ Young ends Giri, stopping the comeback attempt of Liam North. And I think AJ Young is done. And planting North's face right into the mat. Now wait, is AJ Young gonna do it again? And he connects again. Nope, a trifecta. Oh, come on. AJ Young trying to make an example out of the Fight Hard Syndicate. And Liam North right in the middle of the ring. No partner out to help him. North is on his own. And now Karen DDT. This is just absolutely appalling. AJ Young gonna get the win here too. And wait, North kicks out. And AJ Young can't believe it. You can see the look he's giving the referee. Oh, this might spell disaster. Might spell young disaster. Wait, AJ Young going for a super kick. And Liam North, series of strikes. And now All-Star Tag Team Champion back in the corner, now on the ground. And now North, fist drop. North trying to get some payback against AJ Young for the pre-match assault. And he's doing well for himself right here, but what condition can North possibly be in for the remainder of this matchup? Right, AJ Young countered a suplex with the Northern Lights of his own. And AJ Young went for a clothesline attempt way too early. Now North, the technician of the Fight Art Syndicate, backed up in the corner. Now AJ Young has North positioned up. We've seen this from the former All-Star champion before, and the knees right to the midsection. Hey, AJ Young going for that super kick again. Liam North blocking it yet again. There's a fireman's carry. And for what Liam North endured leading into this match, I'm surprised he's faring as well as he is. What kind of message would it send to AJ Young and company if Liam North could beat the odds and defeat him right here tonight? But AJ Young targeting the knee again. North is down. AJ Young is back in control. And again, gonna pull Liam North up. And for the fourth time in this match, stomping his face right back down. Now AJ Young going for the redemption lock. Liam North trapped. Will Liam North tap out to the redemption lock? You can see Liam North fighting for dear life. The referee's asking him. And Liam North has no choice but to submit. AJ Young pulls out the victory, but Lord knows the way he went about it was absolutely disgusting.
Here's your winner by way of modified Boston Crab submission, AJ Young.
What's AJ Young's plans for Breakdown? He's out of contention for the world title. He's out of contention for the All Stars title. So what's next for the former DZW champion? Wait, oh, now he's going for a microphone.
In case any of you are expecting me to apologize for what I just did to Liam North and what I had J Krack do to Brad Carisco, don't hold your breath, because I'm not apologizing for anything. In fact, it's all of you who should be apologizing to me, because not only did I get screwed out of the DZW Championship, but at Revive, I got screwed out of the Call All-Stars Championship as well. 2 championships that wouldn't be anything without AJ Young. And I want to say everything's okay. Hell, I stand before you here today as one half of the Call All-Stars Tag Team Champions, but there's still a lot of work to be done. And lately, I've been getting all the scrutiny, all the flack from critics who don't want to show their face. Flack from critics who don't want to put a name to their words because, oh, nobody wants to get thrown under the bus. But yet those same people can listen to delusional veterans speak the same thing, say the same thing over and over into a Windows 95 microphone, and it say okay. They say maybe if AJ Young was just a little less outspoken, if AJ Young was just a little less controversial, then maybe he'd get what he wants. But yet I have to be the one that speaks my mind day in and day out, because without me, you people would just let anybody in this industry do whatever they want, and you wouldn't try to stop it, because guess what? Everyone's buddy-buddy, and it's all just one big kumbaya. They say, maybe if AJ Young just humbled himself to who? Leeches? Vultures? Stalkers? Politicians? No, that will never happen. They say we all need each other to help this community grow. They say we all need to work together, and I strongly disagree. In the Supremacy, I surrounded myself with the right people at the right time. I surrounded myself with Kobe Vincent. I surrounded myself with Eddie Roy. I surrounded myself with Shawn Walsh and Steven Syntax. But I slowly realized that the people I surrounded myself with weren't who they appeared to be. Eddie Roy turned out to be a failure. Kobe Vincent turned out to be a backstabbing vulture. Steven Syntax turned out to be useless, which is why I gave Shawn Walsh the okay to stiff him if they didn't walk out of Revive with the tag team titles. I've been surrounding myself with the wrong people for way too long. I've tried to work, I've tried to collaborate with people outside of my circle, and quite frankly, it just hasn't worked. I will no longer lower myself to associating with people that can't hold a candle to me on my worst day. So from now on, I choose to associate myself with the Scorpion and the future DZW Heritage Champion, Shawn Walsh. And I choose to associate myself with my fellow Call All-Stars Tag Team Champion partner, Jake Krack. Two people who are willing to speak their minds, even if it leaves a bad taste in everybody's mouth, even if it gives them a bad reputation. But to quote Joan Jett, all of you are living in the past, and it's a new generation. The Supremacy is dead. And from this day forward, AJ Young, Jay Krack, and Shawn Walsh will be known as Bad Reputation.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, you heard it here first. Supremacy is done, Bad Reputation is in. And what will this mean for the future of Danger Zone Wrestling?
Something here in DZW, we all got something in common. All of us. No, it's not fighting. No, it's not our passion for pro wrestling or kicking somebody's ass. No, you know what? We all like to talk a lot. We all make a lot of promises. We have a lot of words that ring hollow and fall on deaf ears. But you know what? That's what separates me from the rest of y'all. I said I was gonna beat Drew Cutler for the No Limits Championship, and you know what? That is exactly what I did. A lot of y'all been making promises and premonitions and telling us what to expect when really, you've been looking at the future the whole time. And one thing I've also been telling y'all is how I'm gonna be the greatest fighting champion in the history of this company. And the only way I can prove that is by lining them up and knocking them down. So at the next CPV breakdown, we're gonna be issuing a bit of a open challenge. Who wants some?
Well, big news from our new No Limits champion. He's throwing down the gauntlet for breakdown. Anybody who wants to challenge him for the No Limits championship can do so. And surely a man who wants to answer that call is John Blackos. Blackos made it to the quarterfinals of the King of Flight tournament. He beat Azrael in the first round, only to lose to eventual winner Jake Hyde in the second round. But he took Jake Hyde to his limit, and I'm sure he's confident that if given the chance to face Jake Hyde one more time, that he can beat him and become the No Limits champion.
The following contest is No Limits division action set for one fall. Introducing first, the French phenomenon, Shawn Blackos.
Blackos does have a tall test ahead of him. He's going against Scrat Boogie, who is no slouch either. Both men looking to advance through the ranks of the No Limits division. Who will it be?
And his opponents, is the party animal, Scrat Boogie.
Scrat Boogie, the dancing, partying, pizza-eating cornerstone of the No Limits division, also made quite an impact in the No Limits division King of Flight tournament. He defeated Jeff Garnett in the first round, who represented ECF, and actually went on to become the ECF Undisputed Champion not too long after. But it was some illegal shenanigans in the second round, to put it lightly, that cost Scrat Boogie his spot in the tournament, losing to the hardcore icon Jake Hyde. But Scrat Boogie is looking to right that wrong here tonight, going one-on-one with Blackos. And again, there's more to this match than meets the eye for positioning in the No Limits division. Now that Drew Cutler is no longer the champion, the division is wide open. And here we go, two talented competitors squaring off in the center of the ring. And Blackos has had quite a breakout year in 2018. Everybody seems to be taking notice of the French phenomenon. And there's a drop kick. Now Blackos hyping this crowd up, but he needs to pay attention to the task at hand. Now there we go, Scrat Boogie took advantage, and now Blackos is in the corner. Kicks to the midsection and follows it up with a trifecta to the face. Now Scrat Boogie with a few stomps to Blackos. Oh, wait a minute, what's Scrat Boogie doing? Is he going to? Oh, there's no way. There's no way Scrat Boogie can clear the entire ring, and oh my goodness, he does. Scrat Boogie launching all of his body towards Blackos' chest, and I don't even know how the man can breathe. And Blackos almost lost this match. Scrat Boogie, one of the more charismatic competitors that Danger Zone Wrestling has to offer. Now Blackos leaned up against the ropes. What's Scrat Boogie planning? And there's a springboard kick. And follows it up with a moonsault. Didn't connect all of it, but his legs landed on the chest of Blackos. Going for the pin again, and Blackos out at 2. Seems that Jake Hyde's open challenge lit a fire under Scrat Boogie, because he's been dominating the early goings of this contest. And now Scrat Boogie in the corner. And the French phenomenon tornado DDT. What would it mean for Blackos to get a No Limits Championship opportunity in only a second clip review appearance? And there's a flying forearm to Scrat Boogie. Blackos going airborne. Will it pay off? And no. And as mentioned earlier, Scrat Boogie's been with Danger Zone Wrestling for a little while now. So he's certainly not looking to get upstaged by John, who's still a relative newcomer to DZW. And now John planting his feet right in the chest of Scrat Boogie. Payback for Scrat Boogie's leap of faith earlier. And now Blackos has Scrat Boogie in the submission maneuver and is now pulling back on the neck of Scrat Boogie. Will the party animal tap out to Blackos? Now Scrat Boogie manages to fight his way out. And there's a Hurricane Rana to follow up. And now Scrat Boogie, is he looking to fly? And Blackos got right out of the way. Now Scrat Boogie's slow to his feet. Now Blackos is going for something. Scrat Boogie got out of the way, and uh-oh. And now stunner right onto the ropes. And you can see the impact it had on Blackos. Scrat Boogie with the faint strike. Now Boogie, Hurricane Rana. Springboard Hurricane Rana to Blackos. As the referee's counting away, both men might want to get back into the ring at some point. And now what's Scrat Boogie going for? Another Hurricane Rana. Will this do Blackos in? 2, and Blackos kicking out. And you can see the frustration Scrat Boogie landed not one but two high-risk Hurricane Ranas in succession. And John Blackos is still in this thing. Ladies and gentlemen, that's what the No Limits division is all about. Heart, soul, action, and apparently a tilt-a-whirl DDT. As I mentioned earlier, Drew Cutler is no longer the No Limits champion, and everybody's looking to make their mark, and Scrat Boogie just did it with that kick. Now, wait a minute. Scrat Boogie now has John trapped in a submission. With Drew Cutler out as No Limits champion, every No Limits division competitor is looking to make their mark. Everyone is looking to make an impact. Now John got out of a near dire situation, and SOS. 1, 2, and Scrat Boogie kicks out. Now the Frenchman not done. Going for a frog splash. Scrat Boogie saw it coming. Well, Scrat Boogie was going for something that looked like a brain buster, but John, Michinoku driver. Cover. And Scrat Boogie out again. This match has been a sprint from the start, and it doesn't show any signs of slowing down. As now John Blackos perching Scrat Boogie on the top turnbuckle. Both men entering the danger zone. And oh, wait a minute, Scrat Boogie, shot to the ribs, another shot to the ribs. And down goes Blackos. Blackos is down, and Scrat Boogie shooting star press. That has to do it. And what? John Blackos kicking out of a shooting star press. Both men proving how tough they are here tonight. As now Scrat Boogie going back in his arsenal with that kick. Now referee counting down 2, and John Blackos out again. Scrat Boogie has to be careful not to get frustrated. Stay in this thing, stay focused, stay determined to put John Blackos away, because all it takes is one miscue for him to take advantage. And now Scrat Boogie getting aggressive, targeting the knee of John Blackos. Now Scrat Boogie looks to be setting up for that submission again, and again that modified surfboard. Will John Blackos submit this time? And the determination of Scrat Boogie to inflict as much pain as possible on John Blackos. He hit the shooting star press. He's hit just about everything in his arsenal that he could, and John Blackos is still in this. Now John fighting his way out. Forearm. Both competitors just throwing everything they can at each other. And is John gonna fly again, and another forearm? But John isn't done. Springboard elbow. Cover again, John Blackos, and Scrat Boogie out at 2. Both competitors have been fighting back and forth, tooth and nail, since the jump. Spinning roundhouse kick from John Blackos. Scrat Boogie just might have been kicked out of this planet. And John super kick. Now John SOS. And he is still not done. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Fade to Blackos. Now, I don't want to speak too soon, but that just might do it. 1, 2, and 3.
Here is your winner by way of pinfall, the French phenomenon, John Blackos.
A CPV quality matchup right here tonight at Road to Breakdown. It was fast-paced from start to finish. Neither man slowed down, but it was a fade to Blackos that put Scrat Boogie's dreams of advancing in the No Limits division up in smoke for the time being. Wait a minute. Ladies and gentlemen, the ring is getting surrounded. Let's get a camera to the ring. Now, John Blackos, turn around. And too late as Brian Moxley is in the ring. What is the... Oh, wait a minute. I mentioned earlier, John Blackos beat Azrael to advance in the King of Flight tournament. And I guess this is payback for the downfall. Brian Moxley not happy about losing to Devin Storm at Revive. And now taking his frustrations out on John Blackos as Azrael and Gabriel surround the ring. Moxley planning John Blackos down. What an uncalled for attack from Brian Moxley. Now the downfall in the ring celebrating. John Blackos just got out of a fantastic match, to put it lightly. And the downfall couldn't even let him enjoy his victory. And I can't say I'm surprised, but that still doesn't make it right. Wait, hold on. Gabriel and Azrael are attacking Brian Moxley. What's the meaning of this? And Brian Moxley fighting back against Azrael and fighting back against Gabriel. Brian Moxley not going to go down that easy. Brian Moxley fighting, doing the best he can to get out of a bad situation. But again, Azrael and Gabriel. The numbers game just too much for Brian Moxley. And I don't know what this is supposed to mean. I don't know what's the purpose of this at all. And now Gabriel with a clothesline. Azrael. Now dropping Brian Moxley with the DDT. Azrael and Gabriel have turned on their leader right before our very eyes. And Gabriel looking to do more damage. He has him up, spinning bulldog. And I can't even begin to fathom what I'm seeing. There's a mutiny going on in the downfall. Gabriel and Azrael leaving their leader high and dry.
Well. Look what we have here. The GMO is here in DZW. Now, what am I doing here in DZW? Funny you should ask. I'm here to win championships. Starting with the No Limits Championship in the No Limits division. But there is a couple of monkeys I need to get off my back. Named Benny Hope, aka Ben Hopkins, and the Incredible Quonk, aka Mason Quonick. Because, in case you've been living on a walk, at Revive, those two tried to mess with me! Because Quonick had this bright idea to try to take every other member of that tournament he was in out, and Ben was hoping he would do something like that because he thought everybody else in the tournament was losers. You wanna know what that's called? You wanna know what that's called? That's called fucking with the GMO, and that's rule 1 in the book of GMO. Don't fuck with the GMO. Now, I've asked management and I've requested a tag team match. Benny Hope and the Incredible Quonk versus me and a partner of my choosing. Because I want revenge, damn it! Now, as to who my partner is, I'm gonna keep that a secret for now. But rest assured, I will win the match. And I will win the championship after championship here. And I will make an impact here on DZW. And if you don't like that, fuck off!
The following tag team contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, Jason Cross, Adrian Dawkins, the Youngbloods.
Fans, I am still trying to process what I just witnessed. It seems that the downfall is no longer, at least as far as Brian Moxley is concerned. And when I get answers, you will all be the first to know. But for right now, let's focus on the task at hand. It's tag team action with the promising young tag team in DZW, the Youngbloods. And here come their opponents.
And their opponents, Mason Chronic and the Ben Hopkins brand, they are Mass Appeal.
Ben Hopkins brand rigged. The Ben Hopkins brand tag team partner searched to ensure that Chronic would win and he'd find a suitable, at least in his eyes, tag team partner. And I mean, Ben Hopkins and Mason Chronic are no strangers to each other. They're known internationally as Mass Appeal. But still, GMR had a fighting chance in that tournament. Took Mason Chronic beyond limits that anybody could have anticipated. But still, Chronic won the match. And Mass Appeal are now here in Danger Zone Wrestling. Both of these men are well accomplished as individuals. Let's see how they fare as a tag team in Danger Zone Wrestling. See if they have the same luck that they've had elsewhere as a duo. Mason Chronic starting things off against Adrian Dawkins. And speaking of Adrian Dawkins, had a match with Amir at Revive. It didn't go his way, but Amir Dawkins showed heart. And that's really all anybody could ask for. Now Dawkins, double leg drop. Adrian Dawkins known for his flashy dance moves, infused with his wrestling. And there's a single leg drop to Mason Chronic. Jason Cross flashy in his own right, but still a little more tame than Adrian Dawkins. Now Chronic using sheer strength to toss Adrian Dawkins. Now realizing that Adrian Dawkins is in his own corner. Trying to create some separation there. And oh, wait a minute. Oh, come on, this isn't necessary. Pulled Jason Cross by the hair and knocked him right down. Mason Chronic, well-accomplished competitor, current COH Global Champion, former two-time CCW Heavyweight Champion, and Adrian Dawkins, Springboard Hurricane Rana, and still on his feet. List of accomplishments goes on and on for Mason Chronic, but the Youngbloods can put themselves on the map with the win tonight. Dawkins springboard crossbody, 1, 2, and Chronic kicking out. See the nervousness on the face of the Ben Hopkins brand. Trying to cheer his partner on, and Chronic dodged the kick from Adrian Dawkins. Adrian Dawkins in the danger zone, and here comes the Ben Hopkins brand. And the teamwork. Atomic drop in a boot. Going for the cover. Cross breaking that up immediately. Now Chronic tossing Cross. Ben Hopkins, well accomplished in his own right. Current AWF Junior Heavyweight Champion, former multi-time tag team champion, and a former Call Stars Money in the Bank winner. You talk about a big year for John Blackos, suplex for Ben Hopkins. We talk about a big breakout year that 2018 has been for John Blackos. You have to make the same case for Ben Hopkins.
If everything goes right, this man might be a world champion by the end of 2019. He's a former 2-time world champion in one place, but we don't talk about that place. Anyway, Adrian Dawkins backed in his team's corner as Ben Hopkins smashing Dawkins' face against the top turnbuckle. Now Dawkins sending Ben Hopkins into his own team's corner. Now Dawkins sunset flip, but doesn't see that Mason Chronic is tagged in, and Hopkins countering with a punch. Chronic back in, and Dawkins desperately needs to make the tag to Jason Cross. If I'm not mistaken, Dawkins has been in for the entirety of the match. And Hopkins with another boot. And Dawkins going for a kick again. Hopkins dodged that. Dawkins going for a fireman's carry. Missed the clothesline, but countered with the midsection kick. And now a striking combination, laying out the brand. And now Dawkins makes a tag to Cross. Much needed tag to Jason Cross. And now the matchup is looking good for the Youngbloods. 1, 2, and the brand kicking out at 2. GMR laid down the challenge to Mass Appeal for a tag team match at Breakdown. And now wait, Cross with the roll up. 1, 2, and Hopkins out at 2 again. Yes, GMR laid down the challenge for Breakdown. GMR's gonna find himself a mystery partner to go up against Mass Appeal and try to get some revenge. That's right, now Jason Cross with the Tornado DDT. And now Ben Hopkins looking like he wants to go to Chronic. And you can see the speed at which Cross ascended back up that top rope. T-bone suplex. Hopkins was trying to make the tag. Cross saw it coming and stopped him dead in his tracks. As now Jason Cross gonna plant Ben Hopkins down. And now wait, Cross trying to go after Mason Chronic, get him out of the ring. And remember, this is payback for earlier. Chronic attacked Jason Cross unprovoked. And Cross did not forget about that. But he is wasting valuable time as now the Ben Hopkins brand is on his feet. Now Hopkins, neckbreaker of his own. Cross going after Hopkins just might be the Youngbloods undoing in this match. Hopkins has him up, descent to madness. And now taking out Adrian Dawkins. Jason Cross is in no man's land, no one around. 1, 2, 3. And Mass Appeal picks up their first victory in Danger Zone Wrestling.
Ladies and gentlemen, here are your winners. Mason Chronic, the Ben Hopkins brand, Mass Appeal.
The Ben Hopkins brand capitalized on Jason Cross focusing on Mason Chronic just when it looked like the brand was done for. But the question now is, will Mass Appeal respond to the challenge of GMR?
Ben Hopkins had a dream to build the perfect tag team. So he held a tournament and it all came out alright. Mason Chronic by his side, taking teams out in their stride. Mass Appeal, DZW's top tag team, no lie. So when the Ben Hopkins brand, America's favourite motherfucker, combined to form Mass Appeal and DZW, only magic could happen. And you've seen that here by this very example tonight, and that is no lie. But I hear critics, I hear doubts about what happened with the formation of Mass Appeal, mainly from one GMR. Now, Mr. R himself, he's challenged the combined power of the only brand in the land and Mr. Crunchyroll to a tag team match, and he's got his own little mystery partner to boot. Listen, I'm no Sherlock Holmes, but this is one mystery that we won't need to solve. So GMR, it doesn't matter. It really doesn't. Who it is you bring in as a mystery partner. You can go down to a local circus, find yourself a mime, go to a laboratory, cook up a carbon copy of it, either one of us or anything in between. The result will remain the same, and as the mass appeal will walk out of that match the winners. And if you don't believe that, use tonight as an example, and you'll find out what happens in your very, very, very near future.
Well, it's now confirmed for DZW Breakdown. Mass Appeal has answered the challenge. So at our next upcoming Click Review event, it will be GMR and a mystery partner teaming up to take on Ben Hopkins and Mason Chronic. Mass Appeal.
Yo, Hyde. Hey, Jake Hyde, up here. Well, judging by the looks on everyone's faces right now, I could say all you look surprised to see me. Jake Hyde, we have not been formally introduced yet, so allow me to introduce myself. The name is VPOC. You've probably seen me in other promotions like COH, New Dawn Pro, DCA, among others, and now I can officially say you can now see me here in DZW. So, I hear holding an open challenge for that No Limits title, which, by the way, congrats on winning that belt. So, if you want someone to step up to the plate and face you for the No Limits title, look no further. I got my ring gear on, and I'm ready to go if you are.
Folks, after that blockbuster appearance by VPOC, it is now confirmed VPOC will challenge Jake Hyde for the No Limits Championship at DZW Breakdown. And folks, that is going to be an instant classic. But for right now, we have more tag team action on the way. And here comes a man who has stated himself he is done with tag teams. A man who basically forged his own path at Revive, attacking his tag team partner Steven Syntax and breaking up Shawn and Syntax.
The following tag team contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, he is a former two-time Danger Zone Wrestling Tag Team Champion, the Scorpion, the American-made villain, representing Bad Reputation, Shawn Walsh.
And Revive was his revival, but we didn't know what he meant until later on in that night, after Kenshin Takayashi retained his championship against Alex Orion in the 2 out of 3 falls match, Shawn Walsh assaulted Takayashi and made his intentions clear. He wants that Heritage Championship.
And his partner, he is a former Danger Zone Wrestling No Limits champion, Dignified Drew Cutler.
And ladies and gentlemen, this is the first time since his debut at Night of Flight that Drew Cutler has been announced as anything other than the current Danger Zone Wrestling No Limits champion. And as we just found out recently, Drew Cutler will not be challenging Jake Hyde for the No Limits Championship at Breakdown. That man will be V-Pac. Instead, Drew Cutler will be facing a man who has had some issues with as of late. He'll be facing Matt Black at Breakdown. But you gotta know that Drew Cutler is not happy whatsoever. After being dominant as No Limits champion, he lost his title to Jake Hyde at Revive in what was quite a classic of a match. But how will the Dignified One move on? How will he move forward without the No Limits Championship? Now, it's no secret that Drew Cutler doesn't exactly play well with others. So how will he fare with the man who has gotten disgruntled in being a tag team competitor in Shawn Walsh? Only time will tell how that dynamic of egos will play out. But they need to make sure that they're on the same page because Kenshin Takayashi and Matt Black aren't any joke by any means. Drew Cutler must feel naked without that No Limits championship. But will he be able to keep his emotions? Will he be able to keep his frustrations at bay so he can pick up this tag team victory? Because whoever picks up this victory will have a decent amount of momentum going into DZW Breakdown.
And their opponents. First, he was a finalist in the King of Flight tournament, Matt Black.
Folks, as it was just said, Matt Black made it to the finals of the King of Flight tournament before losing to Jake Hyde. And Matt Black certainly made an impression on the Danger Zone Wrestling audience. He toppled Paradox, his tag team partner Andre Noguera, and Takeru Yukimura from DCA to make it to the finals of the tournament. But as said earlier, he just could not beat Jake Hyde. And now Jake Hyde is the DZW No Limits champion. But after the match, Drew Cutler attacked both Jake Hyde and Matt Black and angered Matt Black to the point that he went and personally requested a match against Drew Cutler for Breakdown, and that is set to be quite the heated contest. And Matt Black, when you talk about superstar potential, when you talk about the it factor, Matt Black arguably fits all the criteria and more. He is a name to watch for 2019, folks. And will he keep his momentum going by defeating Shawn Walsh and Drew Cutler tonight?
And his partner, he is the reigning DZW Heritage Champion, Kenshin Takayashi.
You talk about an exciting man to watch. You talk about an excitement to see this man rise through the ranks of Danger Zone Wrestling. That is Kenshin Takayashi. And there is no way revenge isn't on this man's mind. He didn't even get the opportunity to celebrate his victory over Alex Orion at Revive before Shawn Walsh brutally assaulted him. And he has to be fixated on the Scorpion tonight, but he cannot lose sight. He cannot underestimate Dignified Drew Cutler, and he has to work together with Matt Black to pick up the victory for his team. mentioned Takayashi again, just such a pleasure to watch. It's just such a joy to see this man accomplish what he has thus far in Danger Zone Wrestling. Now Shawn Walsh and Matt Black gonna kick things off for their respective teams. Now Matt Black has Shawn Walsh backed up against the ropes. Looked like the referee was gonna get involved. But oh, come on! I was gonna say it looked like the referee was gonna get involved, but Matt Black was just gonna go for the clean break. And Shawn Walsh disrespectful, slapping Black in the face. Now Walsh with a jawbreaker. Black flipping him over. Walsh doing the same thing to Black. What a sequence between these competitors. Is now, oh, Black twisting his foot over the face of Shawn Walsh. Matt Black represented Danger Zone Wrestling recently at Call Stars 10, defeating Andrew Kelly and Aether Adamist. With Northern Light suplex, Shawn Walsh kicking out. Matt Black picked up the victory against ECF's Andrew Kelly and ECW's Aether Adamist. What was essentially a preview of the future of Call Wrestling. And now Black incoming! Drop kick to Shawn Walsh, and you can see Drew Cutler desperately trying to get Shawn Walsh to tag him in. Shawn Walsh has a way to fight. He might have cleared the way with that enziguri. And he did, tag to Drew Cutler. We're about to get a preview of Breakdown. Drew Cutler coming up a little short with that clothesline, and Matt Black taking advantage. Cutler with the fireman's carry counter. And Cutler going after Matt Black's knee. And oh, come on! Biting the fingers of Matt Black. These two men quite simply just don't like each other. It was made clear Drew Cutler retained his championship in questionable fashion at Maximum Attitude against Shawn Stevens. Grabbed the microphone, got a little too cocky, and it was Matt Black that bursted his bubble. And the rivalry's been building ever since. Cutler with the cover, Black kicking out at 2. We talked earlier about the significance of John Blackos and Scrat Boogie fighting for positioning in the No Limits division. You gotta believe that the same thing is at stake for these two men when they face off at Breakdown. No championship on the line, but championship implications are at stake. And Cutler with the rake to the back. And a forward Russian leg sweep to follow up. Look at the ring savvy of Drew Cutler, cutting off Matt Black's access to his partner. And you talk about tag team wrestling, it's hard not to talk about Shawn Walsh. More than 10 tag team titles to this man's name. And now Scorpion is thinking about going airborne and misses the elbow. And Black springboard moonsault, going for the pin. 1, 2, will he get the win over the veteran? And no. And oh wait, Drew Cutler was trying to go for the attack on Matt Black. Takayashi intervening. Takayashi, the only man that has not been tagged into this matchup as of yet. Matt Black gonna lone wolf it for a little while longer as he has Shawn Walsh right where he wants him. And arm drag off the top rope. Matt Black has Shawn Walsh, plants him right down. You can see the energy that it is taken for Matt Black to battle both Drew Cutler and Shawn Walsh. Might want to consider tagging his partner in at some point. Wait, Matt Black, kill switch! Matt Black with the kill switch. Drew Cutler distracting the referee. And Drew Cutler, I think when Drew Cutler entered the ring, he shifted Shawn Walsh, essentially breaking up the pin. An unprovoked attack to Matt Black. But Shawn Walsh is still down, and Takayashi is in. Takayashi taking out Cutler. Now go for the roll-up on Shawn Walsh. Shawn Walsh is too close to the ropes. And it's revenge time for Takayashi. Clothesline. Now Takayashi, series of kicks. And wait, sunset flip powerbomb. German suplex to Shawn Walsh, and Takayashi takes out Cutler. Takayashi is on fire. He wants payback against Shawn Walsh, and he just might get it. Powerbomb. And oh wait, Takayashi went after Drew Cutler one more time, and Drew Cutler saw it coming. But Takayashi doesn't care, going after Drew Cutler again. Now there's a leapfrog. And whatever Takayashi was going for, Shawn Walsh countered it. And uh-oh. Shawn Walsh on the outside. Is Takayashi gonna fly? And yes, he is. Oh, come on, Drew Cutler. Seizing the opportunity. Now waking Shawn Walsh up. Oh, come on. Wait, Takayashi taking care of Drew. And now back in the ring. Takayashi going to the top. Is he going to go after Shawn or Drew? Oh, and he took too long thinking about it. And now Shawn Walsh. Drop kick to the knee of Drew Cutler. Excuse me, Kenshin Takayashi. And a Russian leg sweep. You can hear the reaction of this crowd. They do not like Shawn Walsh or Drew Cutler. Shot to black. And a back suplex. And now the veteran, the American-made villain, ascending to the top. Now Takayashi returning the favor, dumping Shawn Walsh off the top rope. Now Takayashi looking to slam Shawn Walsh down. Walsh with a kick to the knee. And that's the sting of the Scorpion. Shawn Walsh drop kicked Takayashi in the knee earlier, weakening him. For the sting of the Scorpion. And that might do it. Shawn Walsh pinned the Heritage Champion.
Here are your winners, Dignified Drew Cutler and the American-made villain, Shawn Walsh.
Well, we didn't know how things were going to play out between these two at first, but it looks like they were able to coexist just fine and pick up the win. And if Shawn Walsh can hit that sting of the Scorpion at Breakdown, we could be looking at the next DZW Heritage Champion. Wait, I'm getting work in my headset. There's a commotion going on in the back. That's Gabriel and Brian Moxley. Moxley wanted some payback against his former friends in the downfall. And it seems that Gabriel's making Moxley pay for his ambitions. And what type of condition can Moxley even be in after getting brutally laid out earlier? The fact that he's even still fighting is commendable. Now Gabriel, the big man of the downfall, just beating up on Moxley. Dear God. Moxley is motionless. And Gabriel just dragging Moxley like he's dead weight. Gabriel continuing to drag Ryan Moxley's lifeless carcass. And now Moxley is at Gabriel's mercy. And banging his head right against that car. Now opening the door and oh my goodness! Slamming the door. I can't tell from this angle if it was his head or shoulders, but either way, getting hit with the car door hurts, folks. Gabriel just continuing the assault. Now Moxley crawling up to the car. Oh no. No, Gabriel has him by the throat. Oh my goodness, choke slam. Choke slamming Brian Moxley right onto that windshield. Ladies and gentlemen, I am still flabbergasted by what I've witnessed with the downfall tonight. But the show must go on. And speaking of shows, allow me to tell you what we have in store for our next big click review event, DZW Breakdown. Jake Hyde threw out the challenge and V-Pac answered the call. So now V-Pac will be making his DZW debut at Breakdown, challenging Jake Hyde for the No Limits Championship. And oh, wait a minute, the All Britain Legacy is facing a heavy test as he will be facing Aether Adamus in his debut match. And Walter Scott will go one-on-one with the powerhouse Amir. How will his striking ability go against Amir's sheer strength? And in tag team action, GMR will find a mystery partner to take on Ben Hopkins and Mason Chronic of Mass Appeal. And just confirmed, the Fight Hard Syndicate will be challenging AJ Young and Jay Krack Rush Hour for the Call Stars tag titles. As just mentioned earlier, the Dignified one, Drew Cutler, will face Matt Black. And in 6-man tag team action, I don't even know how this is going to go down, but John Blackos will be teaming up with the tag champions High Impact to battle the downfall or what's left of it. The Scorpions, Shawn, Walsh will challenge Kenshin Takayashi for the DZW Heritage Championship. And in our main event, it's The Problem, Kobe Vincent, challenging Travis Killings. It's last man standing for the DZW Championship. And folks, it is now main event time. I'm sure Jay Krack isn't too thrilled just finding out that he has a Call Stars tag title defense at Breakdown against the Fight Hard Syndicate.
The following contest is your main event of the evening and is a non-title match scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, representing Bad Reputation. He is one half of the Call All-Stars Tag Team Champions, the hardcore icon, Jay Krack.
As mentioned, Jay Krack probably not too happy about having to put the Call Stars tag titles on the line against Liam North and Brad Carisco. But quite honestly, after what took place earlier, a Call Stars tag title match is the least of what the Fight Hard Syndicate deserves. But forget Breakdown, Jay Krack has some big fish to fry here tonight. Because his opponent is a well-accomplished competitor, his opponent is the current Call All-Stars champion. It is this man.
And his opponent, he is the reigning Call All-Stars champion, Brandon Wolfe.
Brandon Wolfe walked into Revive as the Call Stars champion, and Brandon Wolfe walked out of Revive as the Call All-Stars champion. He defeated AJ Young, he defeated Fisk at Call All-Stars 10, and he continues to rack up successful Call All-Stars title defenses. The question remains, who will be the man to unseat Brandon Wolfe for the Call Stars Championship? He has been on quite a run, and he has went from the future of Call Wrestling to the right now of Call Wrestling in just a short span of time. And tonight he goes up against a man that he is no stranger with. Both of these men have feuded over the Call of Honor Internet Championship in the past. In fact, we're seeing a rematch from Ultimate Glory here tonight between these two competitors. And I'm sure the hostilities have not been forgotten. Referee rings the bell. Our main event is underway. Now Brandon Wolfe has Jay Krack in a headlock. Jay made quite an impression in the King of Flight tournament. Used quite nefarious means to advance through the tournament, but he did make it a long way before being eliminated. So you gotta give him his due for that. And J Krack, if he can pull off a victory against Brandon Wolfe here tonight, there's a knee right to the face. I was gonna say if J Krack could pull off the victory here tonight, you gotta believe that he put himself right in contention for a All Stars championship match. And Brandon Wolfe looking to continue his impressive run. J Krack multiple kicks to the face. And J Krack starting early, going for the arm. His targeting of his opponent's arms is what got him through the King of Flight tournament. And he is looking to do the same to Brandon Wolfe. I think J Krack was going for a suplex. Brandon Wolfe reversed, has him up and has him down, knee right to the face. Trying to take J Krack out early, and the veteran kicks out. And not a lot of people may know this, but J Krack has been in this business longer than Brandon Wolfe, and considering what Brandon Wolfe has accomplished, J Krack probably feels that Brandon Wolfe is passing him by and getting opportunities that he should have deserved. As now J Krack going right for the arm again. So for J Krack tonight, a win would not only help him make his case for a All Stars title shot, but maybe show people that he should not be overlooked nearly as much as he is. And if I'm not mistaken, we could be witnessing the first ever meeting between a All Stars champion and a All Stars tag team champion. Don't quote me on that, folks, but if I'm right, we are witnessing history. Brandon Wolfe with the knee right to J Krack's midsection. Wolfe sending Krack into the corner. Now Brandon Wolfe launching J Krack back first into the turnbuckles. The All Stars champ getting aggressive from the start. And J Krack kicking out. When you talk about aggression, J Krack is no stranger to aggression. He is no stranger to getting his hands dirty. The man is called the hardcore icon for a reason. As now Brandon Wolfe, going for an armbar of his own. And away hooking the leg with it. Brandon Wolfe pulling back. But J Krack finding his way out. You can see him holding the arm. And now J Krack tripping Brandon Wolfe. J Krack almost got done in by a modified version of his own move. Krack with an eye rake or an eye poke into an enziguri. Will that do it for Brandon Wolfe? And Brandon Wolfe with the shoulder. See J Krack not too pleased, arguing with the referee. But Brandon Wolfe did get out at 2. Now J Krack waiting for Brandon Wolfe to get up. And there's a drop kick right to the face of Brandon Wolfe. J Krack trying to rearrange the man's face. And J Krack has Brandon Wolfe in a Texas cloverleaf. The All Stars champion trying to crawl his way towards the ropes. And Brandon Wolfe managed to get to the ropes. Brandon Wolfe ecstatic that he removed AJ Young from All Stars championship contention for at least the near future. And AJ Young has to be watching this match, loving the work that J Krack is doing to hurt Brandon Wolfe so far. Bad reputation looking to make a mark early as Brandon Wolfe dumps J Krack to the outside. And Brandon Wolfe incoming but misses the dive. Brandon Wolfe overshot. And J Krack looking to pick up the pieces. And this is where J Krack thrives. That outside environment where there's so much weapons at play. There's so much to hurt another human being with. But now Brandon Wolfe has Jake Krack in the barricade, and oh my goodness. Jake Krack back first into that steal. And folks, that has to hurt. Brandon Wolfe now trying to get the action back into the ring. Oh, but he says not yet. And a twisting neck breaker. Wolfe back into the ring, maybe looking to win by countout. And oh, wait a minute. Brandon Wolfe waiting for Jake Krack to get up. Wolfe going airborne. Springboard moonsault. Brandon Wolfe in the driver's seat here at Road to Breakdown. And Wolfe taking flight. We're looking to take flight one more time. Drop kick of his own, but Jake Krack saw it coming and drops the elbow. And Jake Krack, wait a minute. Oh, Jake Krack was going for something. Brandon Wolfe got out. Brandon Wolfe still in trouble. As Jake Krack running bulldog. Goes for the bulldog. We'll get him a victory over the Call Stars champion, and Wolfe kicks out. Brandon Wolfe shot to the knee of Jake Krack. Now we're going to see a kill switch. Oh, wait a minute. Oh my goodness. That's a 230-pound man that Wolfe is just pulling the leg of. What strength from Brandon Wolfe. And Wolfe with the deadlift and dropping Jake Krack. Going for the pin. Wolfe, 2. Jake Krack kicks out. What a statement Jake Krack and Bad Reputation could make tonight with the victory over the Call Stars champion. And Brandon Wolfe accidentally laid out the referee on the way down with that moonsault foot stomp. Now Jake Krack seeing the opportunity. This is what got him so far at King of Flight. As now, oh, come on. Chair shot to the gut. And no, not this way. Not this way. Going for the pin. 1, 2, and Brandon Wolfe still alive. It was the slightest movement, but it was enough for the referee to notice. And Brandon Wolfe is still in this match. And as Jake Krack looking for something, oh, he misses the kick. Brandon Wolfe with the gut wrench power bomb. And Brandon Wolfe's got to be thinking, Wolfe how? Jake Krack with the fireman's carry. Oh, and good night, Brandon Wolfe. That's the same move that beat Shawn Stevens at Revive, and Brandon Wolfe out at 2. Jake Krack nearly picked up his second win in a row. You can see he's frustrated going for that chair. And the referee doing the right thing and taking the chair away from Jake Krack. Now Jake Krack arguing with the referee. And Brandon Wolfe knee to the back. Now looking to capitalize. Electric chair, powerbomb. But Jake Krack was too close to the ropes. And that might have ended badly for Jake Krack if his positioning wasn't as good as it was. And the Call Stars champion looking to take flight again. Drop kick. This crowd is hyped for Brandon Wolfe. Jake Krack countering a strike from Brandon. Oh no, Jake Hyde has that chair and blasts Brandon Wolfe in the face.
Here's your winner by disqualification, Brandon Wolfe.
Jake Krack taunting Brandon Wolfe and laying him out with an enziguri. And now Jake Krack taunting the fans. And AJ Young is coming through the crowd. Jake Krack has robbed the fans of a proper conclusion to this hard-fought match. AJ Young handing Jake Krack another chair. And oh no. And now wait a minute. Shawn Stevens coming to the rescue. Shawn Stevens still fuming about what happened at Revive. But for the time being, he saved Brandon Wolfe from certain danger. Ladies and gentlemen, I am Antoine Princeton, as always your commentator, and I am signing out. I will see you at Breakdown.